4 teams and teams all around the globe to come down to just Milwaukee versus DC. And it's knocked away. Here's the starting fives. Cap, 𝐁𝐫𝐢𝐥𝐿, 𝐒𝐿𝐴𝐷𝐷, 𝐁𝐿𝐵𝐷𝐃, and 𝐷aveFry. And for the bad Bucks, 𝐒𝐮𝐤𝐜𝐫𝐢𝐻𝐿, 𝐷𝐨𝐨𝐥𝐥, sees and dives right to the rim. They need more of that.
And not the way you want to start if you're the Wiz, doing the one thing that they probably have it like somewhere written in their office, like no turnovers. We don't want those, and that's how it starts.
You know, Cooks missed 7 threes. He only missed 1, 2. The long range escaped him in that last game, just 3 of 10. Put some 4 turnovers are in there as well, and he's certainly feeling some pressure right now. Cook splits the defenders, back-to-back buckets. Cap will bring it up. What a game 3 he had. 21 points, 12 assists. Maybe the best game in the biggest game. Can he repeat it here in game 4? 𝐷aveFry trying to set the screen, nowhere to go. Just someone's got to force it up. It's 𝐁𝐁 on the baseline. And the Bucks, they had 3 players down there to secure the board.
I mean, any opportunity for a bailout, you always want to try to hit that power forward anytime the guard is in there, just to give you a best opportunity. But the issue with the power forward taking that shot, they're not going to be able to get down there to fight with the center to be able to secure those boards.
Cooks walks it back for a moment. He's got all 4 points for the Bucks. Can he make it 3 in a row? Over to Johnny. Shot clock winding down. He puts it up and he greens it.
Another miscue. Anytime like they just feed the ball over, they run a rep, there's just something going on with 𝐵𝐁𝐿 and 𝐒𝐿𝐴𝐷𝐷, and it's not just in the early parts of this game for what we just saw. That was the first time we've seen it, but over the course of the series, how many times have we seen them give up a 3 just by that?
Dimes picks up his dribble, gives it off to the point guard, Cooks. Runs into 𝐷aveFry for the moment. 𝐵𝐁𝐿 trying to stay in front. They lost him for a second. And then Johnny couldn't knock it down. Felt like they could have got a better shot than that.
I think it's going to be interesting to key on too is that offensive rebound game that the Bucks had to kick off that last game. Can you even try to replicate that? That's like a once in a blue moon situation.
𝐷aveFry will hold the ball for Cap. Off to 𝐵𝐁𝐿 in the mid-range, can't knock it down, and we got a foul. We asked the rookie point guard Cap, will his teammates' experience help him in his first finals?
Yeah, I mean, I've been asking them, like, you know, Deanie's been to 4, everyone else has been, this is their 3rd one, and it's like, you know, for me, this is all new, so, you know, I'm just trying to enjoy the moment, take it for what it is, but, you know, it's a quick turnaround from last night, you know, coming back to the hotel at, like, midnight, watching film till, you know, 3, 4 in the morning, and now it's, like, 3 o'clock, we got to be ready to play, so, you know, it's a lot.
Yeah, they're used to playing games at 3 a.m., not waking up to play them at 3 p.m., especially with $500,000 on the line. In and out, no good. What a play by Dimes.
Just being so aggressive, but again, it always scares me when he gets those offensive rebounds. I'm looking at the Wiz scrambling, and it's been a couple opportunities for a 3.
Cap stops and pops, nearly fell. Surprised that got through. Nope, it actually doesn't. Cap comes out of there with it. They trail by 5. Feels like they really need a bucket. It's been all Bucks in this first quarter. Cap picks up his dribble. He's got to reset here. 𝐷aveFry, though, goes to 𝐒𝐿𝐴𝐷𝐷. And 𝐒𝐿𝐴𝐷𝐷 getting mashy down there against Dimes, and he's not having it. And a quick foul by Cap.
Tough scenario. Dimes got the complete read of that one. And good job by him not to even jump at the play, knowing that he just stands next to 𝐒𝐿𝐴𝐷𝐷. He's going to get a good contest.
And that 3 falls.
It's like game 1 adversity coming out for the Wiz.
They just cannot score in the first quarter. I do not get it. 𝐷aveFry. That feels like that needs to be their first quarter offense. All right, we're going to go to 𝐷aveFry each and every time. Cooks working behind a pick and roll. Down to Dimes. Dimes hesitated. Johnny steps around. Thought about the shot. Sees. Back up top to Cooks. Shot clock winding down. Wide open is Johnny.
And a look of confusion from everybody, and I'm on the same boat with them. That's just like there's no need to drop there for awkward, right? You know you're going to have your power forward and center down low to crash.
And then Johnny knocks it away. 𝐸𝐸𝐥 with the patience, and he scores. Timeout, Wizards. Their backs against the wall, and they're down 17-6. And I don't know if you believe in superstitions, but our guy 𝐤𝐷𝐸, the winningest player in the NBA 2K League. That shows you how hot it is in here. No beanie for 𝐷𝐸.
Yeah, somebody saw him take it. I was like, oh, what does this unlock? It's like, did he wait on season 2? Like, I don't know.
I think he's pretty much had one all the time.
Well, this is the
He's
crazy.
got a good head of lettuce. I mean, there's no reason to cover it up, but I'm telling you, it is. The temperature is picked up.
Well, this is the
here
craziest,
in the building.
The craziest thing too is like when we just got a glimpse of that box score. It's just the effort from behind the arc. You got to immediately stop that. I think it was like a total of like 7 threes in that previous game going out there for the Bucks, and they're already shooting 3 for 4.
What a run here by Milwaukee. The lead is 11. That's blocked by Seas. Showtime. Oh, baby.
If I'm the Wiz, I'm like, okay, just got to get something, try to get some stops, go into this quarter break. Someone's got to give a speech of a lifetime because it's not looking pretty.
There's a long way to go in this game for him. We've seen them down before.
He's had a shot. And he had a shot again.
Could have took the 3, then he could have took the long 2. Instead, he nearly throws it away. Mental pretzel is what that is. You got to get out of your own way. 𝐤𝐷𝐸 long 2, got it. Who needs a beanie? Not 𝐤𝐷𝐸. (19-8). Back to 11 we go. Just the first quarter, but it's not looking good for DC right now. Cooks picked up his dribble to Dimes. Johnny to Cooks. Oh, he greened it. What a shot.
25% is wild in that scenario. That's just a chuck up at the buzzer, but hey, if you green it, I give you nothing but credit.
Dimes steals it. Up ahead, final seconds of the first. Johnny, someone's got to shoot it. And that won't fall. 22-8. Behind 10 from Cooks. Including 4 of 5 from the field.
Big lead, you relax a little bit, the other team comes back, they need to close this out.
We'll see second quarter action. Scott and Dirk, take it away.
Thanks so much, Ottoman Harris. 22 to only 8 points. And that's the crazy thing. We've seen them not be able to score. What we haven't seen from the Wizards over the last couple seasons is giving up this many points.
It's just crazy that the Bucks are in this quarter have the potential to get as many threes as they had all that entirety of the game, number 3. So that's where the Wizards have to tighten up a lot on with what the damage that Cooks and Johnny are bringing to the table.
And some of those just flat out coming down to miscommunications and bad rotations. Something you're not used to seeing out of the Wizards. Cap still looking for his first bucket of the ball game after that huge 21-point performance last game. Cap just kind of second guessing himself. You got to have that one. You got to have that one, Dirk.
Good off-ball play coming out there. And we called upon that at the beginning of this series is try to get 𝐵 involved like we've seen him, right? Utilize as a sharp. That's the open look that you want.
Johnny working off the left side. Over to Dimes. Cooks now with it. He turns the corner. He's got him crabbed. Ball's loose. Up ahead. And we're going to have a foul. I want to welcome those folks watching out on NBA TV back to the NBA 2K League Finals. $500,000 on the line. And the Wizards can't buy a bucket, even though we're playing for $500,000.
The hesitation from 𝐵𝐸ₐ has been strange from what we've been seeing from him all series long. Like, he had the open look. Sometimes you don't expect to get too open, but even like just putting the ball down the floor and then just pulling that shot was unnecessary.
Cooks working against awkward. That's a mano a mano right there. 𝐵𝐸ₐ is helping out now. And Cooks, no, big board by Nudini. Here come the Wiz. And they might have to try to get some easy buckets. This is something they haven't done well in this series.
And they're finally starting to secure some stops now, but then just trying to go back on the other end. Yeah, they're burning some of the fouls, but got to get some sort of consistent offense going.
We've yet to have a score in the quarter, and it continues. 𝐷𝐸𝐸ₐ thought about going baseline. He gets cut off by awkward. And Dimes will hold it for a moment, trying to wait for one of his guards to help him out. You don't want to dribble as a center. That's an instant turnover. Johnny working behind, but speaking of turnovers, 𝐵𝐸ₐ cleared for takeoff. Let's check it with India.
Fight, fight, fight. We cannot roll over. That's what just Awkward was saying in that Wizards huddle. He was also letting them know we got to take it possession by possession, as you can see them doing that here. And they want to focus on the rebounds. It was 6-1 coming into this quarter. Possession by possession. It is now a 10-point ball game. 4 minutes in the second.
Thanks so much, India. They stole a possession there, and then the dunk to give them a little bit of spark. And I like the composure by Milwaukee. They said, nope. We're going to call timeout immediately. We're not going to see this run go on any further as they regroup with 4 minutes to go in the half.
Like, that's classic Wiz right there. Get a stop. 𝐵𝐸ₐ ran, slammed it home. Same thing with Awkward right there, being patient on the break. Now, if you can replicate that, that's where like this 10-point deficit evaporates in the span of a minute long.
Over these last 2 seasons, they've been used to being the hammer and not the nail. But the roles have been reversed here in the final. Johnny thought about it to Dimes, and we got a whistle, and that's going to be on Nudini. That'll be his third. He was trying to get a steal. They're playing very aggressive right now, the Wizards. A lot of reaching. Cooks turns the corner, and he'll lay it in.
Surprised that nobody jumped at that one.
Step back, he'll tray it. If you step up, he'll lay it. He's been a dual threat here today. Cap looking for some space. Dave Fry extra pass. He's got to clear out the lane. Here's Awkward. Shot clock running down. Someone's got to put it up, and it's another stop by the Bucks.
The shot clock violations, that's what rang bells in that first game. And you always just kept on hearing that final 5 seconds each and every time.
They love to wind it down. Cooks. I think they're afraid to go fast because I think they're afraid they might get blown out. And we got a foul. Let's take an opportunity to listen in.
We got to exit.
Watch the C's pop. Watch the C's pop, bro. I'm taking the middle. All right.
I got paint. I got paint. Talk to me. You can shrink it. You can shrink it. Or we just give it right to him.
7, 6,
you.
cuts, 5,
You still.
4,
Trusting you.
3,
No screen.
2.
Screen.
Damn it.
Come on, y'all.
Come on. Still like 3 minutes.
Run right. Fight. Yo, the L cut is still there, bro. I have a full court. I said no. Sit on it. You got X. You got X. Go up. Send it to your middle. I'm slipping. Pass. Come on, Brandon. Let's go. Fight. Right here. What's up? Just leave the corner. Go to the roll. We're not getting any rebounds right now. I'm ball. Talk to each other. Talk to me. I'm in your stack side, Indy. I'm in your side. Go wing, Dean. All right, man. I'm there. Let's go. Right. 10. Talk. Let's
Run the first one. Run. Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
You got box. Throw. You have it. Throw. Shit, that's the finish. So run. It's going to be gritty. We can fight.
They know there's no 12-point possessions. They're living 24 seconds at a time right now. And Dave Fry will cap off it with a dunk.
And we've seen him get to this point. It's just more of trying to get a stop, at least try to bring it within single digits, what feels like for the first time in eternity.
They were down 22-8 at the quarter break. It's been a low-scoring second quarter. Nothing coming easy on either side. And just as I say that, C's gets an easy one.
Yeah, where the Wiz rotation comes in, it looks pretty good. All of a sudden, that's one of the bad parts of it. Cap goes into the same corner as the power forward, so options are endless at that point in time for the Bucks.
Dave Fry, an extra pass, had himself an easy one, and he flips it down and reverses it.
With the way that everything is going for them right now, if I'm Dave Fry, I'm not even thinking about passing that ball. If I get any window of opportunity, I'm just taking the two.
I think he knows how big a couple threes would be right now. Trailing by 10. Cooks are trying to contain him right now. And a nice first quarter. After a subpar game 3, Dawsix. And it's short. Good rebound. Wizards on a run out. And awkward fighting through. They bring it to within 8. Final 30 seconds of the half. Cooks. Working up top. Patience here by Milwaukee, and they get a clean look, and they bury it.
I'm not sure what that was. It looked like, I don't know if it was a lunge from Dini or a jump that got him out of that play.
Can they answer right before the end of the half? What a move by Cap. Back to an 8-point game. And they're going to call timeout. And this 1.3 feels big for momentum.
I'm just wondering what you even have an opportunity to try to get off. I think last time we saw an inbound play like this, they tried to throw a backdoor lob to 𝐒𝐮, which obviously as a center, you're just going to be sitting down low, palm it out of the air, and then you go right into the halftime. And I'm wondering, like maybe like any sort of midi flare, right? These scenarios, the inbounder, whoever it goes to, they got to shoot it straight away.
Well, pretty much anyone but Dimes can hit a midi, and he's the one to pass it in. They go to 𝐒𝐮, and he'll shoot it over Cap, but it's well short here at the half. The Bucks, 2 quarters away from maybe winning $500,000. They lead by 8 here at the half in the finals of the NBA 2K League.
Being a champion in this league is something someone can't take from you. It is special. And will we see a reverse sweep for the Wiz to get the 3-peat, or are there some new champs in town? We're going to see in this game 4. Third quarter action. Scott, Dirk, take it away.
Thanks so much, Autumn. I got to be honest, it's not looking good for the Wiz here. They are fighting, though, on every possession, and you can't count them out. As we start the third, it'll be the Bucks with the ball first, and Cooks gets a clean look.
And everything you talk about in the huddle more than likely just comes out. And
yeah, we're going to come down here. We're going to get a stop. No threes. Well, okay, that's over. They're down 11 now. 𝐵𝐴 over to Cap. Screen by Dave Fry. Milwaukee's rotations have just been absolutely beautiful over the course of the series. Nice job by Cap turning the corner, though.
You might be able to get a lot more opportunities if you're Cap just by doing that, because when he's been going middle, he keeps trying to pull it back, find his in-between shot, and doesn't really move into the mid-range all too much. But if you get him to step up high, because you can see how the Bucks are playing, heavy emphasis on limiting any 3-point look that the Wiz are going to be able to get.
For regard to 𝐒𝐮. Wow, uses Thor's hammer to dunk that one on 2 Wizards. I was going to ask, as a point guard, I mean, you're obviously our resident 2K expert. Get more takeover as a point guard with a dunk or a mid-range?
See, it all
the same?
I mean, it depends. It's like your takeovers, right? So what you're seeing from Cap, where he has the playmaking takeover and the sharp takeover, he's going to get more if he just screens a shot.
Gotcha.
Like any made jump shot
because the
that you end up
secondary
taking.
one's the sharp.
Yeah, and it'll still go up. So like the assists will do it. I mean, dunks are going to go up a little bit more. But yeah, the main thing you want to do is just honestly, not even just screen. Just make anything. Anything that's going to be registered as a jump shot. And it's just so beneficial. Like anybody who maybe they don't even play pro, and maybe their team up heads, or even in quick match, when you push it up on the D-pad, it shows all your stats. You start to see is like you're playing better. All of a sudden, this guy's an A-3, it like bumps up to an A, and then you're about to get takeover, it'll bump up to an A+.
Well, the Wizards get a bucket, and then they get a turnover. They're going to use a timeout because they were kind of flirting in no man's land there with the timeline. Close to a backcourt violation. Trying to save every possession they can. They'll have 3 timeouts remaining, as do the Bucks here in Game 4. Wizards trying to force a 5th and final game. Cap, they throw the lob! Wow, Nudini!
That's the second time that they've done that here in this series too. It's just, if you're a center and you maybe get caught playing up too high, it's just so hard to recover from there.
Cooks turning the corner, and he answers right back. Let's check in with India.
That halftime huddle of the Wizards is probably one of the rare times where I've seen multiple people animate, a lot of finger pointing and saying, hey, I need you to step up, you're not doing your part. But at the end of it, though, they took accountability, they hugged it out because they know that if they want to come back in this one, they got to do it as a team.
Thanks so much, India, as we saw Dosics go up onto the scorer's table there. The lead has been cut to 9. Can they hit a 3 here maybe and cut it 2 possessions? No, they're going to lose it. And somehow it's Wizards basketball. It looked like that was off a Cap.
Yeah, I thought it bounced off like his knee and went back out of bounds.
Virtual referee a lot closer than we are. Cap off the day front. He's got C's on him. Nudini! He's aggressive right now.
I wish he would take that dunk package off. Those front clutches,
don't love it.
They're faded.
They don't look good either, I'll be honest with you. There's no plus side to the front clutch.
And it hurts too, because if it's ever blocked, it hits off of you, and then the team will get the ball.
Cooks, top of the key with Dimes. 2-man game. There's the roll. He's got Nudini on him. See, I don't understand why Cooks just doesn't work Nudini. Yeah, this time he crabs him. I take it all back. Let's check it with Harris.
Well, Scott, that offensive possession was perfect, because that's exactly what I wanted to talk about. The Wizards have changed up their defensive scheme. Nudini playing up much, much higher. A lot more switches with 𝐫𝐤𝐥, pushing 𝐫𝐤𝐥 back into the paint. Not as many slips so far for Dimes in this game. He only has 2 points, but that's opened up a lot for 𝐒𝐮𝐞 on the perimeter. They are absolutely dominating right now. A huge game from both of them as they look to close out the Wiz in Game 4.
I'll be honest, you started to think about who would win a Finals MVP. That's going to be tough. It's been a team effort from the Bucks so far. Everyone's done their part. They lead by 10. That's a loose ball. It's going to stay with the Wiz. They'll have 8 to shoot.
Just everything all today has just been so frantic for the Wiz on offense.
They're usually so calm and collective. One of the best composures in the league. Milwaukee has rattled them. 𝐫𝐤𝐥 with a big shot.
They got to keep going back to 𝐵RICH, just getting him working off ball. It's the second time in this ball game now where he's completely left them in the dust.
Back to 7 they go. This is as close as they've been.
Just need a stop.
Cooks has had an answer every time. I think that's why they're playing so high right now. Down to Dimes, working against Dayfry. Dayfry's like, I'm not going to jump. Cooks, very early on the release. That was a nice contest as well by the Wiz. Big possession. Oh, they gambled. Cap! Oh, he shoots it early. And Dayfry finally gets them to within 5.
We definitely did not expect that load up coming out there from Cap. And there's some people, right, if you know that the potential of it coming, you're going to end up greening it, but that was just an unfortunate one.
Cooks down to Dimes, and Dimes will lay it in. We asked Cooks, what are you out here to prove here tonight?
That Mavs game in and the rest of the teams last year, and 𝐿 should have took me first overall this year, and the teams that passed up on me last year, like, that story is crazy. You never see nobody go from being undrafted to the #2 pick, team trading 2 first-round picks for you, and then you in the finals. We got first rounded 3 times this year. Tip-off, 5s and 3s. Then we just got first rounded last week in 3v3 playoffs, so nobody thought we would be here, so the story is just gonna be crazy. Hopefully, we can pull this one out today. They're gonna make us earn the check today, so you wouldn't want it no other way. So that's the best way to get it.
Well, they're just a little over a quarter away as we get a foul on Nudini, and that's an unfortunate one.
Your thumb should be nowhere near the square button in that scenario.
Uncharacteristic would describe the Wizards here in the final. And you give a lot of that credit to the Bucks. Cooks, another very early, but Dimes with offensive board, knocked away for a moment. Regained by Cooks. Dimes over to Dosick. Someone's got to put it up. Another very early, and this time they get the board. Nudini was able to put Dimes into an animation. Couldn't get the board. Cap. Screen from Dayfront. Shot clock winding down here. They can bring it to within one possession. And
It's a good foul.
Foul by Cs. Great foul. Foul to give. 5 seconds to go in the quarter. Cap. To Dayfront. We're going to have possibly just a one-possession game going into the fourth. Unless Milwaukee does something crazy right here and they threw it out of bounds. That's going to come all the way back to the other end. It should. No, they're going to say he stepped out.
I wonder if the Wiz will call a quick timeout here after they advance it. I don't know.
Almost got it to go. 1 quarter remaining, and all of a sudden the Wizards only trail by 3 as we go to Autumn. They're down 3. And they're going to have the basketball to start this fourth quarter. They need a win to force a 5th and final game. And I don't know if my poor heart can take a 5th and final game. That one would be bananas. And if you're Milwaukee, we talked about it before the tip-off of Game 4, Dirt. You need to win the series right here. You can't mess around with the 2-time champs in a 5th and final game.
Yeah, best of 1 for the Cheddar.
Cap throws it away. Up ahead to Johnny. Oh, he can't stay in front of him.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. It gave him like a really bad pass animation there. You saw like his momentum was going to the left with the dribble, so it made his character pause and then throw it. So that just had turnover written all over from it as soon as you saw that.
And awkward. Brings him back to within 3. Awkward took himself out of the play there. Able to get back on Johnny. Bucks, a very young team. They've shown a lot of patience, though, here in the postseason play. Cooks. The Dimes. Wow. What a contest. Awkward. Finds B-Rich. We're tied.
Here come the Wiz.
Can the Bucks answer? The Wiz have been on a run. They were down 11 at one point. It was hanging around 10, and it shifted away to 7. It hung out at 7 for a while. And now they come all the way back to tie it up. Brother Cap looking on. Cooks. Dimes, drop step move. What year is it?
Hey, that works against some centers. Trying to make a gameplay like move like that, but some, no chance.
4:19 to go now. Wizards could have their first lead in a while. Cap's like, come help me reset. 6 to go. Picks up his dribble again. Oh, this is bad. He's got to force it up. And Nudini with a big board.
Slow.
But they almost caught the Bucks leaking out there. Another shot at it for DC. Nudini up and under. No. Every bucket is a battle. Let's go to India.
You had Coach Lance Sessions tell his rookies something very simple. I need you to be confident. We cannot win without you. In that first quarter, Bucks went ahead and outscored the Wiz 22-8, but the Wiz came back and outscored them by 6 in the second, 5 in the third. We're tied up here, $500,000 on the line.
And 14-point lead, India has been evaporated. Dimes, they needed that.
But now you got to break this deadlock. Like, you were able to at least get it to a tie ball game, and slowly but surely, you keep on bouncing back and forth. This is what we always bring up, and coming up in the final 3 minutes, those threes. If the Wiz can just get something going.
Awkward on the cut, and he dunks it over Dimes. He was down in the dead zone. 48 apiece. I mean, they've made it back to the top of the mountain. They just can't cross over. What a block by Dave Fry. 3-on-3 break, and they'll foul to stop it. 5 on Cooks.
This is that intensity. This is a huge possession. This is to take their first lead in what's been, I don't know if they've led, honestly.
Since 1983. It has been a long time since the Wizards have had the lead in this ball game. Maybe 2-0, I'm not sure. Cap. Looking, nothing there. Off to 𝐵𝐸. Shot clock once again winding down. Open is awkward. Oh, he hit a shot. A 27% covered. Blessed.
Get it where you fit in. You don't question it at this point for this amount of money, anything that goes your way.
That's a too short lyric, man. You probably don't even know it. Dirk busting out some hip hop here. 50-48. Wizards with their first lead.
Oh my.
Oh, what an answer. The green puts them up 1.
When 2K goes your way one time, you know something, he's going to get that the opposite way. I was shocked to see that was only a 6% with Dave Fry selling out on the jump.
It looked like he was all over him. Cap now working against 𝐷𝐸𝐸𝐸. He stepped around him there. Wizards a bit out of sort here. Trying to get a screen from Dave Fry. The roll. Got to put it up. No, shot clock violation. 1:44 left in the game.
One pump fake too many. If he just would have pump faked that one time, went straight up with it, he probably would have ended up making that shot.
Got cute down there with it. Bucks lead by 1. 95 seconds between the Bucks and $500,000. Dimes puts him up 3. He's been the heart and soul of them. Dave Fry into the forecourt. Off to Cap. Cap thinking about it in the corner. There's the slip. They didn't take it. Nudini will take a 3 instead. Oh, no. That would have tied it. Instead, Milwaukee's got the basketball. They'll use one of their 2 timeouts. 1:09 to go in the ball game. Milwaukee up by 3.
I know Dini wish he could have had that one. I mean, it's a
tough shot.
It's a tough shot for any power forward to hit, especially when you're just so used to going down into the corner. That's really like the only place that you're going to get any window of opportunity.
So they'll have 18 seconds on the shot clock. And it'll be Dimes to get it in. Scary pass over to Cooks. He's got awkward trailing him. Will they switch? No, they'll give him the dunk.
Man down.
They got to get going here. Will they foul? Not a factor. Cap. Got to make good decisions here. Biggest possession of the ball game. Cap for 3. Bang!
What a shot. That is a rough one to take, especially when you saw the defense coming out there for the Bucks.
They cut it to 2. Trying to force a game 5. They got down 2-0 in the series. Johnny, tough shot, but Dimes gets the board. He's everywhere.
That was a terrible shot from Johnny. Words can't even, you can't even put in how bad that was. But he just got Dini stuck into an animation. Dave Fry got pushed under the basket with Dimes running down in there. So it just set up a little free board for him to get the score.
Dimes now with a double-double. Every game of the series, he's been in double figures in points and rebounds. And once again, He saves these rookies. They've been playing with no fear. They'll take any shot. That proved it right there. But Dimes, he's been the cleanup man. Be Rich, that's a terrible shot. Up ahead. And they got to foul him. That's their foul to give. And now you got to foul again. Precious time coming off the clock. And they'll send the point guard to the line. Cooks from Brooklyn, New York will knock down the first. Comes in averaging nearly 20 points a game. In just his second season, he makes them both. Still a 2-possession game. Wizards smartly will not use their timeout here, but they need something quick. Oh, they got it! 3-point game. And the Bucks nearly turned it over. And that's why they quickly go for a timeout. They're out of timeouts. 9 seconds away from the Bucks maybe winning the whole thing. $500,000 in their pocket.
Relying on an inbound fluky here. If you go back court, I mean, I can't remember the last time we've seen a successful steal with it going all the way back the other side.
59-56. Remember, they had thrown the ball in, so they can't advance the basketball. I thought when that bucket went in, they should have called timeout immediately. Now you got to throw it in from the corner. They get it into 𝐷𝐨𝐸 to Dimes. And he might have just cemented the MVP. Milwaukee, the Bucks, the bad Bucks. Get it in. They take the shot. And they are the NBA 2K League Season 5 champions.